just finished The Tenants by M.A. Hunter. I've just been reminded of why I love murder mysteries so much, or just mysteries of any kind, because that was a 5-star read for me. I enjoyed that so much. There were so many twists and turns, and I kept changing who I thought the killer was. Never figured out who it was in reality, only until it was basically served to me on a silver platter. But oh my god, it was such a brilliant read. And I'm so glad I have listened to it as an audiobook. Now I'm gonna find another murder mystery to listen to as an audiobook. I should actually see if M.A. Hunter has written anything else and just go listen to more of their books and go and see what else they've written. That's my update for now. At some point I will also read the other books that I am supposed to be reading. But for now, I just needed to have a quick win and a nice, easy to get through, engaging story. Of course the sun has decided to make its appearance. God, it's really bright. We'll stand here. Will we stand here? I'm gonna put you on my books. We're gonna have a chat like this. Not really the best angle for this, but this is what I'm working with, okay? This is just how it's gonna be. You can't see this, or at least you can only see half of it, but my desk is a mess. My whole room actually is a mess. My whole life actually is a mess. No, it's not that bad. It's just that bad in here. Now I'm too short. Hello. Come a little bit. Come down. Come down to my level. Let's all take a big breath and exhale, because it's really not that bad. I'm being a drama queen. I'm being a bit melodramatic lately with my life, because everybody deserves a little bit of melodrama in their lives from time to time, even if it is self-created. Anyway, my room is an absolute travesty, pigsty, mess, everything. And it's not going to get any better for a little bit because I have plans for... The thing is, I have so many boxes of all of the packages from the books that you saw me unbox a couple of weeks ago whenever I last posted a video, but also boxes that I've had from other orders that I've had that have been standing in my room for probably 2 months now, because I was going to give them to my sister because she's moving and I thought she would need extra boxes to put some things in. But I haven't taken them to her flat, and I mean, she could technically possibly still come fetch them tomorrow if she does end up coming to my place of living tomorrow, but I'm not sure that that will happen. But now I have kind of a different idea of what I want to do with at least one of the boxes, and then I will need parts of the other boxes. It's a whole labyrinth up in here. It's what it is. But also my desk is a mess, and I have books standing around everywhere in my room because I don't have space on my bookshelf, or I've not made space on my bookshelf. And honestly, I'm a little bit annoyed at the state of my immediate surroundings at the moment. So we're gonna kind of clean. We're gonna ignore this part of my room, because this part of my room is where all the boxes are. And I'm just going to mentally ignore this part of my room until the weekend, which is when I will be able to finally do something about it. But for now, you and me, just actually me, it doesn't look that bad from here, but I promise you it's bad, it's terrible, it's horrendous. I'm gonna clean this. Also, do you like my little duvet that I have hanging over my chair, because it's my blanket while I sit at my desk and work, because it's cold this morning and I refuse to put on a sweater because I'm stubborn, and yeah. Anyway, we're gonna clean. I'm gonna put these books that have been standing over here next to you on my bookshelf somehow. Also, I got more books. Maybe we should clean first, and then I can show you my more books. So now that I've kind of cleaned up, I mean, I've reorganized a little bit. It looks better. It's just stuff isn't standing around everywhere. At least now all of my stuff is centered in one place. More books. These are the books that in my last video I said, these are only going to be arriving at the beginning of December. They came a bit earlier. Here they are, my 2 books. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley and Much Ado About Nothing by Mr. William Shakespeare. Some of these books, wow, goodness gracious me, that's, whoa, that's so interesting. Tell me this one is not, oh thank God, I almost had a heart attack. Anyway, this is the Collins Classroom Classics editions of these books. Genuinely, I just took this one because it was the cheapest, and also I really like this just simple cover. And then I went through this Collins Classics section on the book website, and I found Shakespeare plays, well, I mean, I don't know if all of them, but probably all of them in these editions. And I wanted a Shakespeare play for one of the things I'm planning for next year. And I found Much Ado About Nothing. I've never read Much Ado About Nothing. but it has always intrigued me. And now I've decided I might change my mind after reading this and seeing what it looks like on the inside, because it really is like a school book with the actual play here and then just notes and explanations on the other side. I'll see how it is to read it like that, but I was gonna get all of them, all of his plays in these editions. Might change my mind after reading this one, but nonetheless, 2 new books, more books I have to put on my bookshelf somewhere. Yes, this reading / life vlog is going to be all sorts of chaotic, and I'm so sorry, but that's just what my mind and my life is like right now, so that's what you're seeing on screen. Okay. I want to write a list of things that I kind of need to do semi-immediately to make my life or my brain feel better. And by semi-immediately, I mean it's gonna happen over the weekend and over the next 2 weeks, because I have the next 2 weeks off from work. So I'm gonna try and figure some things out in the next 2 weeks. this is the outro to the video. This video possibly is very long. I haven't edited it yet, so I'm yet to see. But I have been filming for about 3 weeks on and off, and it's been a time. It's been a rough time. I am not really going to talk too much about the stuff that I read and watched in this video. Anyway, my brain, as you can tell, has melted into some kind of mush, and now this is what you get. You get incoherent rambles. But anyway, I have made some progress on Z, a novel of Zelda Fitzgerald by Therese and Fowler. Not much progress, but progress nonetheless, because I haven't read this book for probably at least 6 months now. I haven't read anything in that book, but I've made some progress, and I'm hoping, pardon me, I'm hoping to make some more progress tonight and over the course of this weekend until I have to go back to work next week, because in December, that's brilliant, my light just went off and on by itself. Anyway, in December I'm not going to have a lot of time to read, except for in my work breaks, which is when I read the coin on my e-reader. So no progress has been made in the coin since I've been on holiday, on leave from work, if you will, for 2 weeks, because I usually take my e-reader with me to work and then read on my lunch/dinner break. Actually, breakfast/dinner break. It's either or. It's not both. Don't get too alarmed. But yes, December is a very busy month at work. I am looking at my calendar right now and looking at all of my shifts that I have over the course of December, and there's not many free days. I will tell you that. There's really not many free days. The longest free time I have is Christmas, because then I have basically half the week and the weekend off. But other than that, I'm at work very, very often. Especially the coming week. I have 5 shifts at work this coming week, and most people are like, it's normal to work 5 days a week. Yes, if you have a full-time job, but I only work part-time. But I feel like I'm working a full-time job. If I look at my calendar, it's like I'm working a full-time job. So anyway, you didn't come here to hear my ramblings about my distaste of my job at the moment. Anyway, yes, so if this video has been a bit all over the place, I apologize, and I want to thank you for sticking with me until the end if you've made it this far, because I am a little bit all over the place at the moment, and so I guess my video reflects my life. Art, what's that say? Art imitates life, there we go, in this case. But hopefully there is a frog in my throat today, and he really likes to come out at the worst times. Hopefully next year I will be more zen. Hopefully I will be more calm. I will be a calmer person. I've started doing yoga again, and by started I mean literally the 2 times you saw me do yoga in this video was the 2 times I have done yoga since I started doing yoga again. But hopefully tonight I'm going to do a little bit of yoga again, and then over the weekend again, because it does make me feel better and it does help with my mental state. And also just it feels nice to move your body in like a way that works for you, because I'm not a gym person. I am not somebody who enjoys going to the gym and pumping iron, as they call it. That's not for me. I do enough heavy lifting at my job. I really don't need to go to the gym and do all that as well. So I like more calm forms of exercise, like yoga and swimming and basically anything that's not going to the gym. Anyway, I don't really know what else to say, but thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed this video, chaotic as it may be. I'm gonna try and make it palatable in the edit. I'm gonna try my very best. I'm also using new editing software, so if it turns out terribly, it's because I've literally used it for the first time to make this video. So hopefully it goes well. But I will try to be back soon, at some point in December. Hopefully with just some thoughts on what I've been reading and watching lately. And then at the end of the year I will do a end of the year wrap up. It's going to be a very short one because I've really not read very much this year. But I'll try and make it entertaining nonetheless, or at least informative. And then obviously next year we will be doing planning for next year, goal setting, reading journals, and lots of other fun things that I have planned. Hopefully I have the time for them. I'm gonna have to make time in my life. I'm genuinely just gonna have to make time. But thank you for being here. You are wonderful. You are lovely. I'm so appreciative of you being here every time I post a video, because I know it has been infrequent, to say the least, this year, and it has been very chaotic. Probably as chaotic for you as it has been for me. Hopefully next year will be better. We're manifesting that. You and me, you and me, I mean you and me, together are manifesting a better year next year. Cool. See you in the next one. Bye.